Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this juncture to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Research, and Students Affairs, who will go ahead and invite the VC for the session of unveiling the university anthem. Thank you. Karibu, DVC.
Good morning. I want to welcome the Vice Chancellor, Alupe University, for the launch of our university anthem. Vice Chancellor, you're welcome.
Our chief guest, who is our PS, State Department of Higher Education, our other distinguished guests, including international guests from Uganda. I would like to take this opportunity to ask my members of council to walk down with me. I'll also ask my colleague vice chancellors to come along with me. It's a very important moment for Alupe University. Please come along. Our chief guest, please. I think we can use that route.
Yes.
There's a very tall man next to you there. Have you seen him?
Yes.
This
I'm
one.
here. How are you, madam? No, don't look up. We are always down. Down to us. Yes.
He's chair of council and the PS. Please
Now,
move along.
ni wakati wa kumkaribisha PS wetu unveil officially wimbo wa taifa wa chuo chetu cha Alupe. Kwanza, madam, tuta count down. Alafu
Ngoja kidogo tu kabla huja count down.
Yes, sir.
Naomba watu watatu muhimu sana kwa wimbo huu.
Yes.
Wa kwanza ni Professor Johnston Ngaga Ngala, DVC Garissa University. Wa pili ni Dr. Isaiah Oyugi ambaye amesimama pale na kwaya, na watatu ni Madam Janet Langat. These are the composers of Alupe University anthem. So I think if you stand there, you'll be seen better. Oyugi, you may need to come here. Please give this lady and the gentleman a hearty clap. They wrote the song.
Simupige makofi vizuri bwana. Yes.
So when a professor sits down to write music, he writes it properly. When the chair of the Department of Music and Dance chooses to write an anthem for us, they did a wonderful job. And when the executive secretary of Kenya Music Festival combines with the two, this is the beauty you are seeing here. We want to thank Sero Secondary School, who are among the winners. Put your hands up. They were among the winners, among the schools that competed to give us this anthem. Now I hand over to the master of ceremony, who is the tallest man in this community here.
Thank you so much. Sasa ile kitu tutafanya ni ku count down, na ile kitu nitawaomba kila mtu aliye ndani ya nyumba, please, tukishakata hiyo tusherekee, tupige vigelegele na makofi kwa fujo, tukikaribisha wimbo wetu wa taifa rasmi wa Alupe University. Okay? Sasa twende countdown. Madam, be ready. Tunaanza in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wapi kelele, wapi kelele, wapi kelele. Nataka kusikia kelele, kelele. Naam. Thank you. Now we officially have our national anthem for Alupe University.
Attention, everybody. The national anthem according to him, but this is the Alupe University anthem. Please,
Sorry.
we shall ask our guests to stand up for Alupe University anthem. We can face this side.
Huo moshi mmeona sio wa kuni, ni moshi wa anthem.
Makofi kwa kila mtu tafadhali. PS would like you to sign the dummy. I hope the pen is here and is ready. Who has the pen? Helen, do you have the pen? You have to stop that. No, we want a blue pen. It's supposed to be this one. Will manage? Yeah, you can sign where? You only black? So, okay, sign. Yeah. Sign here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, down there, yes. Chair of Council, please go ahead and sign. Yes. With your permission, Madam PS, let me also sign. Mine, I only know when it is lying down. I don't know how to sign when it is like this. Thank you so much. Asanteni sana. We can now take our seats. Thank you.
Thank you for that session of unveiling the university anthem. Thank you, Seru Secondary School. Thank you, Administration Police Service Band. And now we want to move on very quickly with some entertainment from the university choir. The university choir. Please move fast. We are live on NTV. Live on NTV. We also have a first aid point. In the event you feel unwell, just get to the first aid point there. Alupe University Choir will sing a song for about 2 minutes.
Tunasherekea na tunajivunia. 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 Tunasherekea na tunajivunia.
Thank you, Alupe University Choir. At this particular juncture, I want to invite the registrar academic to make citation from the statutes.
Good morning, everyone. Madam Chancellor, Statute 31 of the Alupe University Statutes provides that for purposes of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates of the university, there shall be held from time to time a meeting of the university which shall be called a congregation, convened in accordance with the provisions of the Act and the Charter. Subject to the provisions of the Act and the Charter, the congregation shall be constituted of the members of the university. The congregation shall be presided over by the Chancellor, or in his or her absence, the Vice Chancellor, or someone other person nominated in writing by the Vice Chancellor. The procedure of convening a congregation for the presentation of graduates and for the conferment of degrees and all other matters relating to the congregation shall be as may be determined by Senate and approved by the Council from time to time. The Vice Chancellor shall declare a congregation of the university a meeting convened for the purpose of conferment of degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates, and shall pronounce such congregation dissolved at the end of the ceremony. Madam Chancellor, the requirements of this statute having been fulfilled, it is now my pleasure to invite the Vice Chancellor Alupe University to declare this assembly the congregation of the fourth congregation of Alupe University. Welcome, Vice Chancellor.
For me to declare this congregation, I need a chancellor, and I don't have a chancellor. And therefore, I'll ask that the process of having a chancellor be done before I declare the congregation of the fourth congregation of Alupe University. So, the legal...
Okay. Thank you for reminding us that. We'll go ahead and install the Chancellor so that the congregation is constituted. So we'll call in the legal officer to do that for us.
Madam Chairperson, in accordance with the University Act number 42 of 2012, section 38(5), the functions of the Chancellor and subsection 3, as it states, may in the absence or incapacity of the Chancellor be performed by the Chairperson of the Council. Accordingly, Dr. Virginia Kimani shall preside over the fourth graduation ceremony as the acting Chancellor. Now, I'll be calling upon Dr. Kimani to take the oath of office. Madam Chairperson, you'll repeat after me. I, Dr. Virginia Kimani,
I, Dr. Virginia Kimani,
having been appointed as the Chancellor of the Council of the Alupe University,
having been appointed as the Chancellor of Council of Alupe University,
do solemnly swear as follows.
do solemnly swear as follows,
That I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my knowledge, skills, and abilities execute the duties, powers, and trust reposed in me as the Chancellor of Alupe University,
that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my knowledge, skills, and abilities, execute the duties, powers, and trust reposed in me as the Chancellor of Alupe University,
that I shall without fear or favor, affection or ill will, discharge the duties incumbent upon me as the Chancellor,
that I shall without fear or favor, affection or ill will, discharge the duties incumbent upon me as the Chancellor,
that I shall abide by the applicable laws and regulations of the Republic of Kenya governing Alupe University, and I shall devote myself to the service and well-being of Alupe University,
that I shall abide by the applicable laws and regulations of the Republic of Kenya governing Alupe University, and I shall devote myself to the service and well-being of Alupe University.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The installation of the Chancellor is ongoing. We can see the regalia has changed now. The Chancellor is being dressed by Professor Caroline Wakoli, Professor Annette Makoha. On the side we have Dr. Penina Tanui, the Chancellor.
Congregation, I now present the Chancellor for this occasion, and when the Chancellor is standing, we all stand. That is the life of academicians. Madam Chancellor. Give her a clap, please. Madam Chancellor, I now declare this the fourth congregation of Alupe University. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor. And also thank you for having now substantive chancellor for this particular occasion. And we also have our council chair now, Dr. Kinyulusi. Karibuni. Ladies and gentlemen, we must move fast now. I want to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Margaret Orina, who will come in and move the session ahead as she invites the Vice Chancellor to make his remarks and then invite the Chancellor. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, allow me to invite the class 2025 valedictorian. Simiyu Nafula Milka graduates with the first class honors in Bachelor of Education Science from Alupe University. She is the proud daughter of the late Mr. Jeffnea Simiyu and Miss Jane Nabucha. Nasimiyu is the product of Nasianda Primary and Kibigay Secondary Schools. She embodies resilience and excellence, and she is admired for her humility, hard work, and leadership among her peers. Members of this fourth convocation, I would want to let you know that Nasimiyu garnered 73.85 miniscore overall, and it is the highest ever in the history of Alupe University. Please welcome Ms. Nasimiyu Nafula Milka to give her brief remarks.
Okay, thank you. The Principal Secretary, State Department of Higher Education, the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans, faculty members, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, my fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Standing before you today fills me with immense joy, gratitude, and humility. It is truly an honor to represent the Alupe University class of 2025 as valedictorian. This moment is born of faith, perseverance, and unwavering love of both my family and the Alupe fraternity. People who believed in me even when the journey felt uncertain. To my mother, Miss Jane Nabucha, your hands till the soil so that mine could hold a pen. Your sacrifices water the seeds of my dreams. Every step I take today carries your strength and love. This victory is not mine alone. It is ours. And to my late dad, Mr. Jeffnea Simiyu, as you rest, know that your daughter has made it. The dreams you planted have blossomed. Your voice still whispers courage into my heart. My journey has not been easy. There were moments when the future seemed uncertain, when challenges almost dimmed my light. But through every obstacle, I held on to one belief. No mountain is too tall for a determined spirit. Joining Alupe University was one of the best choices of my life. Here, I found more than classes and books. I found a community that believed in me. Alupe became my second home, a place where ideas were born, friendships were built, and dreams took flight. To my cousin Pauline and my sister Pamela, your support has been my anchor. I celebrate this day with you. To my lecturers, thank you for seeing potential in us even when we doubted ourselves. You taught us not only to think critically, but to live meaningfully. To Dr. Genevieve, our former Dean of Students, thank you for mothering us with grace and patience. And Mr. Ephraim Ngota, our student counselor, your listening ear and wise words got us through some of our toughest moments. And to the administrative staff and the entire Alupe community, thank you for watching over us like a mother hen. For your warm and quiet acts of kindness made Alupe truly feel like home. To my friends, thank you for the late night study sessions, the laughter, and the endless words of encouragement that we carried us through. Together, we turned sleepless nights into proud moments like these. To my mentors, thank you for lighting the way when things seemed uncertain. This moment is not mine alone. It belongs to every young girl in rural Kenya who dares to dream beyond her circumstances. To every parent who sacrifices, every teacher who encourages, and every student who refuses to give up. As I look to the future, I see Alupe University soaring even higher, a place known for innovation, research, and service to the community. A university that transforms not just minds, but lives. To my fellow graduates, this is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. Let us go out with courage and integrity, carrying the Alupe spirit wherever we go. And to those still studying, make every moment here count. Learn with passion, stay curious, be humble, and keep dreaming. Finally, to the government of Kenya, we ask, continue investing in public universities like Alupe. Support research, innovation, and student welfare. When you invest in universities, you invest in Kenya's future. Today, I stand here proud, grateful, and hopeful because Alupe University gave me wings to fly. Thank you, Alupe University, for believing in us. Thank you all for being part of our journey. God bless you. God bless Alupe University. God bless Kenya. God bless my mom. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the alumni to speak on behalf of the alumni. Kezia Mercy Obilo. Kezia Mercy Obilo is one of the pioneer graduates of the Bachelor of Arts in Counseling Psychology program, class of 2017 to 2021. She is currently pursuing her master's degree in counseling psychology and teaching diploma in social work here at Alupe University. Prior to joining Alupe, Kezia worked with the Children's Department in Busia County, where she developed a strong passion for supporting the youth and promoting mental wellness. Join me in welcoming her to give her remarks. Kezia.
Principal Secretary, State Department of Higher Education, the Chancellor, the Chair and members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Peter Baraza, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans, Directors, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents and guardians, fellow alumni, and above all, the graduating class of 2025. Good morning and congratulations. It is a profound honor to stand before you today, not only as a proud alumna, but as a living testimony of Alupe University vision and growth. When I first reported to what was then Alupe University College in 2017, we asked ourselves with a mix of curiosity and laughter, where is the university? Our lecture spaces were under the mango trees and the training unit. The very ground on which we now celebrate this graduation was once an open field where livestock grazed freely. Yet, in those humble beginnings, we dared to dream. We knew we were part of something much bigger, the birth of a great university that will shape generations. Today, that dream stands fulfilled. Alupe University has grown into a center of excellence in health sciences, biomedical sciences, life sciences, and education. With expanding academic programs, state-of-the-art infrastructure, vibrant research, and an inspiring community of scholars, we, the alumni, stand proud to see how far our university has come from vision to impact. To our dear graduates, this day marks both an end and a beginning. You have been prepared with knowledge, skills, and values to lead, to innovate, and to serve humanity. The world you are stepping into is complex and competitive, but also full of opportunities. Remember that true success is not just about personal achievement. It is about how many lives you touch, uplift along the way. As an alumni in counseling psychology, I was taught that education is more than a certificate. It is a calling to heal, to build, to transform, and that is true for all of us, whether in health, in education, in business, or science. Our work must reflect compassion, excellence, and integrity. As you step beyond these gates, carry with you the Alupe spirit, resilient, innovative, and service-oriented. And remember to come back. Return for the postgraduate studies, mentor others, and join hands with your fellow alumni to strengthen the Alupe University Alumni Association. Together, we can support research, innovation, and student mentorship programs that continue to uplift this great institution. Let us all remember that Alupe University occupies a strategic position as the only public university in Busia County, at the crossroads of trade and knowledge, at the Kenya-Uganda border. This position offers unique opportunities for innovation, community health, and regional development. You, our graduates, are ambassadors of this vision, builders of the sustainable future across East Africa and beyond. As an African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Let us alumni work together, united in purpose, proud of our roots, and committed to lighting the path for those who come after us. To the parents and guardians, thank you for believing in your children's dreams. To the faculty and staff, thank you for shaping destinies and nurturing minds. To the university leadership, your vision continues to inspire excellence and transformation. And to the class of 2025, congratulations. Go forth with courage, humility, and hope. Wherever life takes you, remember, once an Alupean, always an Alupean. May God bless you all. May God bless Alupe University, and may God bless our beloved country, Kenya. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the Vice Chancellor, Alupe University, to address the congregation and invite the Chair of Council to do the same. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, sir. Madam Chancellor, we are used to Mr. Chancellor, sir. So there we are. You see, you are smiling. You have been so quiet. It's a wonderful day, and I've made you smile. Madam Chancellor, our guest today, the PS State Department of Higher Education, Dr. Beatrice Muganda Inyangala, the members of council and their chair, Dr. Kinyulusi, our CEO, Universities Fund, Dr. Edwin Manyonyi, my colleague, vice chancellors, and as I speak, colleagues, give a round of applause to our Senator, Senator Okiya Omtatah, who has just walked in. Thank you, Senator. I think Dr. Charles Momanyi, you will give the Senator a chair. Thank you, Member of Council. I am excited because Senator Okiya Omtatah only arrived from the US the other day, and when I asked him to come and be with us, he's here today. So karibu sana, Senator. Distinguished guests who are here, and I'm sure including the leadership of the county, the PS TVET, represented by Dr. Pora, our visiting Vice Chancellor from Uganda, the Vice Chancellor of Soroti University. Please wave to the crowd. We are excited to have the Vice Chancellor of Soroti University here. My colleague Vice Chancellors, and you have clothed me well. I want to thank you so much, my colleague Vice Chancellors. My sister, Professor Akuno, the VC Joost, please wave to the crowd. I don't know whether they can see you from there. They would like to see you. Yes. The VC University of Eldoret, Professor Cheriot. The VC Kisii University, Professor Nathan Ogechi. Our elder and senior, the VC of Rongo, Professor Samuel Gudu. The representative of the VC University of Nairobi, the University of Moi University rather, Professor Haemba Ongeti, and a brother of mine. We look the same, you can see. The representative of the VC of Machakos, Joyce Agalo, he has sent Professor Henry Mbeiwa. Asante sana. The representative of the VC and the Council of Masinde Muliro University, Dr. Kennedy Olungo. Thank you. The representative of the VC Kibabi University, Dr. Nyongesa, who is also the Dean Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences. The representative of the chair of the Vice Chancellor's Committee, Mugendi is the chair of the Vice Chancellor's Committee, is represented by Professor Eucharia. Yes, she's the DVC Planning Administration representing the VC. My brother and my boss in music, the chairman of Kenya Music Festival, but also the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics at Garissa University, Professor Ngaga Ngala. I wanted to say the other names, Fred, but I left them out. All our distinguished guests that I have not mentioned, because I can't mention each one of you, Among you is a man I revere a lot, my uncle, who raised me, Bwana Fidelis Busolo. I also have my brothers here, so I'm not alone. Mkinichokoza niko na ndugu zangu. Sinivo. Today is a wonderful day. For me, I've written a speech and I'm not so sure I want to read this speech. I think I would like to speak to my experience here. When we graduated, the first graduates in Moi and the second graduates under Moi, we didn't feel like a university. In 2022, we became a university. And the then founder, acting VC, Professor Fabian Esamai, and our chair when we were here, we had a small tent to accommodate all of us. A few tents were on the other end. A tent for students, a tent for parents, and a tent for lecturers. And I recall the king of the ITESO then, Papa Emormor came. I recall our MPs, Honorable Emase, Honorable Kaunya, Oko Kaunya of Teso North, and others came, including the governor then came. But we were very few. You could walk in and pick your certificate and go, because you are very few. But today, look at where we are. We are able to graduate 89.9. Madam PS, the last time we were in your office, in your boardroom, and we were being asked to account for students, and I said Alupe University had graduated over 80, your staff said that is not possible. Last year we went down a little. This year we have gone 88.9% have graduated. And next year we will make it 95% graduating. And why do I say this? I say this because when we are given students, it is our duty as council, as management, as staff, and the students themselves to make sure that where the government and parents put money, there is a product at the end of the day. Today is a very exciting day for me. Why is it exciting? The alumna has talked of coming in 2017 and asking, where is the university? I want to assure you, when you come at the end of next year, you will not only see a university, but you shall see an 8-story building that is coming up here, housing or seating 2,200 students in class by the end of July. That's a promise I'm making. When you come next year, I'm making a fact and a promise that all our hostels will be ready and we shall accommodate 3,000 students, whatever it costs. And why am I saying whatever it costs? Because we have the benefit of having a PS and a CS who should have been here today, but due to exigencies of duty, is not here, who are very supportive and have made it possible for the head of state to be here 4 times in 2 years. And we'll make sure the head of state comes next year to open those hostels, which will also have a swimming pool, a basketball pitch, and will also have a student center. And you'll not have to worry about that. Now, for you who are graduating, you don't have to cry and say, these are coming after you. Your colleagues who were here 3 years ago did not have an anthem. They didn't. That's what life is. You build and others build on what you have built. That's how it goes. So you don't say, kama sitafaidika, sifanyi lolote. You do your bit and you allow another one to do their bit. This indeed is a special day as we celebrate for us excellence, resilience, and success. I'm saying resilience because, comrades, kuinama sikuko. Simeinama sana. It is the reality. Kufika hapa, Wengine wenu muinama mpaka hata mkaomba Mungu mkasema ni kwa nini nilizaliwa. Lakini kwa mapenzi yake tuko hapa leo. I want to appreciate our parents. The parents who believe in Alupe University. Your support, your sacrifice for our students over the years has led us to this. I want to acknowledge the excellent work of our staff, both teaching and non-teaching staff. I do not want to discuss issues that are outside this with regard to strikes and teaching. But I want to thank our staff for remaining calm. That is the word the PS knows. When I'm asked what is at Alupe, I say Alupe is calm. Tuko watulivu. Na mkitulia mengi yanafanya nini? Yanafanyika. Msipotulia maneno yanakuwa magumu. Please allow me to acknowledge the following government agencies. The Commission for University Education has been a wonderful partner in our journey. And we want them to partner with us because we have 42 new programs, 42 new programs that must be assessed and accredited by the Commission for University Education. So when you come next year, you'll find so many programs, as it were. Allow me to thank the Universities Fund. The CEO Universities Fund, Dr. Edwin Wanyonyi, is a wonderful friend of this institution. If you have ever eaten in a home where you have many children, sima ikiwekwa kwenye meza ama kwenye sakafu, mwenye mkono wa bidii ndiye anafanya nini? Anashiba. Kale kanataka kulialia kando, mwingine anafanya nini? Anasema supu yake ni ndogo nini? Atakaa njaa. Mama mzuri anaangalia kila mtu. Na kwa hivyo our friends in UF have been very good partners. HELB has been a good partner. We have asked them to come here several times to look after your interests, and they have done so. Madam Chancellor, I do not know how best to thank you, but I'm excited that you have been reappointed as the chair of our council, because you have seen this institution from its inception, when there was nowhere to sit, to what we have today. We would like to ask our council, the new council, to build on what we have done, to continue guiding us and helping us grow. Where we fall short, don't hesitate to correct us. Allow me, with special thanks, to ask our PS to take the following gratitude to the head of state and the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And comrades, you know he made me shave my hair, isn't it? You heard him say so on Friday. Huyu VC wenu hataki kunyoa nywele, nilinyoa. Ilibidi nipunguze kidogo. But we want to thank him because he has established a good relationship with this institution. And each time he's in Busia County, he stops here. But what is more is that he has taken over the duty and the role of building the tuition block now. And so we ask our PS, please, to work with your PS, fellow PS Hinga, to see how you move this burden now to PS Hinga so that he can do the best. I want to turn to the deans of the schools that we have. Dr. Okedi, the Dean School of Health Sciences. Daktari Osabwa, the Dean School of Education and Social Sciences. Dr. Magero, the Dean School of Science, Technology and Engineering, and Professor Neti, the Dean School of Business, Economics and Human Resource Development. I'm happy that our quarrels have led to this. And more of our quarrels will lead to better things. Academic quarrels. You know, academics have to argue. They have to discuss. And these deans have given us market-driven programs, and we thank them. I've not left out anybody else by not mentioning the directors, but I want to mention my two DVCs. Professor Margaret Orina, who is our DVC academics, and Professor Mahero Bernard Toboso, the DVC AFD. These two human beings, these two academic giants, are doing a wonderful job at Alupe. Madam Chancellor, we have partners in Alupe, in the county government. The county government of Busia has joint projects in health, agriculture, and education with Alupe University. And we thank His Excellency, Dr. Paul Otuoma, for the collaboration that we have, especially in the area of using the health facilities to be able to train our students. We would like to thank our partners, Lake Basin Development Authority, CALRO, and KEMRI, for promoting a sustainable research environment. I want to recognize Life Care Hospital, Bungoma, Kenya Commercial Bank, Absa Bank, Equity Bank, I&M, Cooperative Bank, as people and organizations that have been with us. I want to recognize our relationship with Vives University of Applied Sciences in Belgium, where we are collaborating for health sciences and nursing. I want to recognize Trnava University in Slovakia for student exchange programs. Through these capacities, we have been able to do a number of things. Council, thank you for accepting that we start and develop a new enterprise resource planning system, an ERP system, and a new learning management system, and that is going on very well. Back to our students. You're wonderful persons. In the evenings, this place is a buzz with people doing all sorts of sports. I recognize that one of you actually is participating in activities in Kibabi right now for those who are physically challenged. I recognize that she has represented us to 4 European countries as a player. I know we have gone to, I will not mention other universities, and my football team has beaten you very well and nicely. I also recognize that among staff, we have talent, huge talent. We have 2 singers who have recorded and have music on YouTube. We have Rebecca, who is a talent in music. We have Pekol, who lights the stage when she picks the microphone. Alupe is gelling together. We recently received 71 new members of staff. And we thank the peers for supporting us in recruiting staff when other universities are struggling with the process of recruitment. We want to encourage them to join this community and to work extremely hard. I will have failed if I don't mention the role of the church and mosque in supporting our students with the role of chaplaincy. They guide our students. They help our students have a good life around here. To all friends of Alupe University, I'm distinctly honored to have the administration police band here. We gave them our music about 3 weeks ago. And I was seated in Machakos University having a breakfast cup of tea with Professor Gudu and Professor Shtanda. And I heard our anthem playing at Machakos University. And I walked out and I said, but that is our anthem. What is it doing in Machakos University? They were practicing to come here. Thank you so much. If you are an Alupian, please clap for them, please. Today I got a new name for us, new vocabulary. I'm an Alupian myself. Alupian namba moja ni mimi. Mwingine atafuta namba 2, 3 mkiendelea mbele. I want to thank our student leadership, led by our president of the Students' Union, Gaddafi. Where is Gaddafi? Yes, the SG, Ronnie. We have the deputy president. Please, all of you stand up. This is the best student leadership we have had in Alupe since we began. Give them a clap. The critical point in learning is that we must carry the Alupe spirit of discipline, innovation, and compassion. Our theme says, empowering the next generation of leaders for a sustainable future. So please, be leaders who create solutions, not just seek opportunities. Be citizens who build communities, not just careers. And as you leave these gates, remember that you are ambassadors of Alupe University. Let your achievements reflect knowledge, values, virtues that you have gained here. There is nothing as bad as finding an educated man or woman acting stupid. It really kills the image of academia. An educated man shall never, at any time. And education means at home. You are educated at home, isn't it? So if you are educated at home, you are educated as it were. Finally, Madam Chancellor and our chief guest, there is purple in our colors. And this year, a number of young ladies in this country have chosen to put purple on their Facebook colors and so on. Now, do you want to tell me what purple stands for? It talks about GBV, fighting gender-based violence. So as graduates, and male graduates for that matter, it behoves you to respect the female person. It behoves you to protect the female person. For the female person gave birth to you. For the female person is your mother. The female person is your sister. The female person is your aunt. The female person is your wife or girlfriend. And the female person is your daughter. So where do you get the courage, the audacity, and the sadness to inflict pain and suffering on a female person? It has never made you a better man at all. So I want to urge you to join others who are trying to change this country in preaching a very clear message that we must protect all genders, both male and female. God bless you. God bless Alupe University, the pearl of education and the bastion of knowledge. And God bless our great nation, Kenya. Thank you. Thank you all. Madam Chancellor, I now invite the Chair of Council to come and make brief remarks and invite our Senator to greet us.
The Principal Secretary, distinguished government officials, our Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, Senate, faculty, staff, parents, guardians, graduates, partners, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the University Council, it is my distinguished honor and privilege to warmly welcome you all to this graduation ceremony at Alupe University. We are truly humbled by your presence as we celebrate the academic achievements of the class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, Alupe University is still a relatively young institution, having received its charter in 2022. We embarked on a journey marked by resilience and determination. We started with very little, operating from a few dilapidated buildings that were previously managed by Alupe Hospital. It was indeed a challenging beginning on an empty slate. Today, we take pride in the significant progress we have made. With a clear focus and unwavering commitment, we have established new buildings and essential infrastructure. We have established, the university has also embraced innovative income-generating activities, notably the Alupe University Funeral Home and the soap production unit, standing out as flagship ventures that not only provide revenue, but also offer practical learning opportunities for our students. Our student enrollment tells a powerful story of growth. In 2017, the university admitted fewer than 100 students with just a handful of staff. Today, we proudly celebrate a student population of approximately 4,800, supported by a significant expanded team of faculty and non-teaching staff. This steady growth is proof that Alupe University has gained the trust of the Kenyan people. We remain grateful to the government of Kenya for its continued support, notably under the leadership of His Excellency the President of Kenya. A 4,000 capacity student hostel is currently under construction within the university under the affordable housing scheme. This will go a long way in easing accommodation challenges for our students. We also appreciate the role of agencies such as Commission for University Education, which has accredited our programs to ensure that quality remains at the heart of our academic delivery. Of particular note is the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, one of our newest and most attractive programs. The overwhelming enrollment to this course has cemented Alupe University's niche in the sciences, positioning us as a key player in training health professionals for the country and beyond. Allow me, Madam Chancellor, to take this moment to thank the university management for their steadfast leadership. There is harmony in the university, and this is a testament to the collective spirit of cooperation among all stakeholders. To the faculty, I extend my heartfelt appreciation for your dedication and excellence in preparing our students for the future. Dear graduates of the class of 2025, congratulations. Today, you are not just receiving your certificates. You are also embracing the responsibility to transform your communities, applying the values and skills that you've gained. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the parents, guardians, partners, and all stakeholders who have supported us through this journey. Your contribution have always been essential in shaping the growth and success of Alupe University. As the Council, we reaffirm our commitment to ensuring that Alupe University remains a center of excellence in education, research, and innovation. Thank you, may God bless you, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2025. Madam Chancellor, it's now my honor to invite the Senator of Busia County to address this congregation. Welcome, Senator.
Allow me to ride on the protocols that have been established. And thank you for the honor to be here today. And I would request that you allow me not to talk politics, because I can notice everybody is happy here, everybody is celebrating, and politics divides people. And I don't want to be an agent of that. So I'll restrict myself to the issues before us today. And first of all, is to congratulate the leadership and the students of Alupe for the achievement of this great day, and to thank God for the lives of each one of us and for being able to be here today. Having said that, I learned a new word today at Alupean. I had also come across another one called Alupine. So I don't know between Alupean and Alupine which one is better, but we are progressing somewhere. All I would like to say that Alupe has been an international center right from the colonial times. That's why we had this regional hospital, the Alupe Hospital, that served the region, not just the country. And that character, I hope, will be developed in this university so that you can really be universal in our approach, in our attitudes, and in what we look up to. And I would love our universities to remain universities. But unfortunately, there's a trend that has been coming up in this country that universities are being localized. If a university is based in Region A, you want the chancellor, the vice chancellor to come from Region A, you want the council to come from Region A, you want all that. That defeats the whole concept of the word universal. I would love to see our universities reflect the face of Kenya, irrespective of where they are located. And universities must be custodians of merit. There was a time I argued a case over the appointment of a vice chancellor. I'll not mention the name, one of the prominent universities in Nairobi, because the person who had come top had been dropped, and the person who was being given the job had come number 3 at the interviews. And the argument was affirmative action. My question was, I thought once somebody is a professor, he's a professor. You cannot be marginalized as a professor. And if you are running a university, it's a center of excellence. What matters is merit. You are competing with Harvard University. When they begin ranking you, they rank you against Harvard. They rank you against the Ivy League universities. So what are you doing using university leadership to realize something called affirmative action? University leadership must remain merit-based. The lectures must remain merit-based. And the lecturers must be up to scratch. I've heard complaints of some lecturers using notes that they drafted in the 80s. That's no longer education. So I would really pray that we keep the university universal. Another thing I condemn is the debate in this country that some courses should be dropped from university education. No. There is no education at the level of a university that is irrelevant to human development. We can stress, but we can't drop. And you'll find that even the arts, the countries that are very strong in the arts, even if you look at their town planning, their buildings, you'll find that there's a very, very strong input from the arts, which makes them livable, which makes them attractive, which makes them have all the attributes that we seek. The other thing I would like to talk about, the universities have a debt that's about 80 billion shillings, from what I read in the papers. Yes, the debt should not be allowed to stop education. But how did you acquire that debt? Is it a statement on the quality of managers you are putting in charge of universities? Should we begin running universities as businesses? Should we distinguish between teaching and managing a university? Being a lecturer, being a professor, and being a manager of an institution, administering public finances. Should we look at that? Because you cannot just keep on incurring debt of that magnitude without accountability. So as we look at resolving that debt, and I'm happy Madam PS is here, and we hope when the budget comes, we'll prioritize to have that debt addressed. But we must look at the management of universities. Are they being run with a balance sheet? Are they being governed like going concerns? Or are they sinking holes where taxpayer money just gets lost, is not accounted for? What are the requirements we place on the people we put in charge of managing the finances? Is the professorship enough? Or are there skills that this professor must have before they can sit to manage a university? What abilities do they have in public finance and administration? Because universities are very big factories for this country. And I say that because Kenya competes with countries that have got strong extractive economies. South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt. Then Kenya is dealing in that league. We are punching above our weight. Not because we export gold. Not because we export diamonds or we export oil. But it's because we export brains. Kenya's economy is an economy based on a human resource. And the goose that lays the golden egg is our education system from the nursery school to the university school. We must guard it jealously. We must invest in it appropriately so that we can continue keeping this country at the cutting edge of the emerging African states. So, an occasion like this for me is an occasion for celebration. When I got the invitation from the Vice Chancellor, although I was tired and I just come from a very long trip, I said I'll make an effort to arrive. I've driven overnight to be here, and I'm happy that I'm here today. Because I recognize how important days like these are to the economy of this country. You've heard people talking about Kenya and Korea were together, or Kenya was richer than Korea in the 60s, and then we have been left behind. But have they gone to look at what did the Koreans, what did the Chinese, what did all these people do with their education sector? What pulled them out of the challenges they had and they left us behind? How many engineers did they produce? How many doctors? How many artists? How did their education system contribute to the development of those economies? If you look at it, as some of us personally have done, you will be surprised. That's not a question of throwing money away or around, but it's a question of focusing on what delivers. And those people focused on their university education. That's why they're able to plan to place people in space today. Yet here we are still fighting to see how we can keep jiggers out of our legs. It's a very sad state of affairs. So our university education, or our education sector, is the most important sector in terms of developing modern and competitive economies, in terms of holding ourselves against others. Today, if you look at Kenya's per capita income, you are told that Kenya's per capita income is $1,900. That means it's about 200,000 shillings a year, which comes to about 20,000 shillings a month or so. That is being extremely poor. What can you do with 20,000 shillings a month? And then if you factor in the question of how this wealth is distributed, and you realize the huge gap between the well-off and those who are struggling, then you can see that the average Kenyan is extremely poor. And being extremely poor and education being extremely important, then we must make the rubber hit the road. And where does the rubber hit the road? The rubber hits the road in the Bill of Rights. In Article 53, where there's a requirement that every child is entitled to free and compulsory education. The right of the child is to be in school, and the child is defined as somebody under 18. The right of a child is to be in school and to be punished if they are not in school. That's the duty they have. So when you walk around and you see children have been sent away from school because of school fees, you get the ministry giving a fee structure. What are they doing to that article of the Constitution? Why should there be a fee structure when the Constitution says the child is entitled to free and compulsory education? Is our Constitution a piece of paper, or is it the law that governs this country? So we need to look at these things and say, if education is important, then let us give it all it deserves. And we have enough money in this country to keep every student, every pupil in school up to first degree without requiring them to pay any tuition fees or anything like that. So we need to work towards that. And for you people read, but I know sometimes you don't read what is very important, especially in the area you tend to focus on your area of training. There's a document that the Treasury publishes every month. It is called the Statement of Actual Revenue and Net Expenditure Issues of the government, the national government. They tell us every month how money has been used. If you got that document, you will realize how much money is abused in this country. The other day I saw lecturers were on strike demanding about 7 billion shillings. If you look at that statement of actual revenue and net expenditure issues, for January this year, Look at the salaries of judges and other people who are paid from the consolidated fund services, whose salaries are paid directly from the consolidated fund. You will find that in January this year, using the account for those salaries, which was supposed to be 301 million per month, about 20 billion shillings was taken out. That's over and above, that was 19.6 billion shillings was taken out. I've raised a question in the Senate to try and know where that money went. Now look at lecturers being on strike, doctors being on strike. We say we don't have money, and 19.6 billion shillings is siphoned out of the consolidated fund using the salaries of judges in January. In February, they go back and pay the 301 million for those services. So there is enough money in this country. We need financial discipline. We need to make sure that our money goes to build this country. And the main building block of this country is education. And I'm one person who strongly believes that we should be working towards fully funded education from the nursery school or pre-education to the first degree in the university. That's what we must do if we want to compete with Korea, we want to compete with China, we want to compete with other people. We must get a properly educated population. And because it's not my day, I don't want to get too excited and go on and on. So I'll end my speech there, and I'll thank you all for this occasion. I congratulate the lecturers, I congratulate the students, and I pray that you bring some of your challenges to the Senate. We only read about these challenges in the newspapers. We have got a forum where you can engage and you can influence the budgets, but they only go to the National Assembly, they never come to the Senate. The Senate is a much smaller house, it's more deliberative. We are only 47 who vote. We are 67, 20 nominated. They don't have a vote. The only those who are elected have a vote. We are only 47, and if you come to the Senate, I will plead that you come to the Senate and bring us your issues so that we can also be able to be engaged in university education formally through that house and see how we can partner with the universities to achieve the dream of this country, which is to have a modern economy and a modern state. So those few remarks, I thank you very much, and I invite the PS to come and address the congregation. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. Madam Chancellor, Dr. Virginia Kimani, our Honorable Senator of Busia County, Honorable Okia Omtata, who is also a dear brother-in-law of mine, the Chair and members of Council of Alupe University, members of Council of other universities present, members of Busia County Assembly, Busia County Executive Committee members present, our generous host, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Peter Lwagula Baraza, Vice Chancellors and Principals of University Constituent Colleges present, the Director of TVET, Dr. Opora, representing the PS TVET, CEOs present, and I acknowledge the CEO of the Universities Fund, Dr. Edwin Wanyonyi, Alupe University alumni, our beloved students, parents and guardians, members of the Fourth Estate, the esteemed graduating class of 2025. 2025. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you happy? Mbona siwafeel? Give me some noise. Let's do it again. That's like it. That's like a celebratory mood. I'm here on my own behalf, but also to represent the guest of honor, our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Migos Ogamba, who would have loved to be here, but for exigencies of duty. I also bring hearty congratulations from the Speaker of the National Assembly, Right Honorable Moses Wetangula. So congratulations from our CS and our Speaker. Congratulations. So I will read the speech of the guest of honor, our Cabinet Secretary. Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, and all other guests and our graduating class of 2025, it is a great honor and privilege to join you this morning for the 4th graduation ceremony of Alupe University. I extend warm greetings and best wishes on behalf of His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Today, we gather not merely to confer degrees, but to celebrate excellence, resilience, and transformation. The theme of this year's graduation, empowering the next generation of leaders for a healthy and sustainable future, captures the very essence of what higher education should stand for: knowledge that heals, innovation that transforms, and leadership that serves humanity. This theme aligns perfectly with the government's vision of nurturing a generation of skilled, ethical, and innovative citizens who will drive the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Through this agenda, we seek to create opportunities in health, agriculture, education, and the digital economy, and environmental sustainability. And we look to universities such as this great Alupe University to be at the forefront of this transformation, producing you, the thinkers, innovators, and change agents that our nation very badly needs. Graduation is a defining moment, a moment that crowns years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. To you, our graduates, today, you cross the bridge from learning to leadership, from theory to practice, from ambition to action. You are stepping into the world at a time when Kenya, and indeed Africa, look to young people like you to create a healthier, greener, and more equitable future for all. Madam Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Alupe University continues to stand out as a center of excellence in health sciences, biomedical research, agriculture, and community development. It is this distinctive focus on health and life sciences that align perfectly with the government's vision of achieving universal health coverage and addressing emerging health challenges through research, innovation, and community partnerships. The university's growing portfolio of programs, from public health and biomedical sciences to nursing, education, business, and social sciences, reflects a deliberate commitment to produce graduates who are not only employable, but also entrepreneurial, creative, and socially responsible. I particularly commend the university's community-oriented approach, which integrates classroom learning with field-based research and service. This model bridges the gap between academia and society, ensuring that the knowledge generated here directly benefits the people of Busia County, the Lake region, and Kenya at large. In doing so, this great university continues to embody the spirit of education for service, relevance, and transformation. Madam Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a Ministry of Education, we remain steadfast in implementing reforms that make higher education more inclusive, practical, and globally competitive. Allow me, at this juncture, to share key priorities that are shaping the government's agenda in the higher education sector. Priorities that resonate deeply with this year's graduation theme. First and foremost, we are preparing our universities to receive learners trained under the competency-based education. The CBE represents a paradigm shift from memorization to mastery, from instruction to innovation. Universities must now retool their teaching staff, revise curricula, and embrace experiential learning. Our goal is to produce graduates who can apply their knowledge to solve real-world problems. Alupe University, with its strong foundation in applied sciences, is very well positioned to pioneer these reforms and model competency-based education at the university level. Secondly, our government is harmonizing TVET and university education pathways to create a more flexible and seamless learning journey. We are breaking down the artificial divide between technical and academic training so that learners can move freely between the two systems. Through credit transfer frameworks, joint programs, and institutional linkages, we are ensuring that practical skills and academic excellence go hand in hand. I encourage our great university here to deepen its collaboration with TVET institutions to provide a pathway for upward mobility. Thirdly, we are investing heavily in digital transformation and innovation in higher education. Under the Kenya Digital Superhighway and Creative Economy agenda, the government is expanding ICT infrastructure, digital libraries, and e-learning platforms to support 21st century learning. Universities must and are becoming incubators of digital talent, where students can explore coding, artificial intelligence, creative media, and entrepreneurship. By integrating digital learning into every discipline, we prepare our graduates to compete in a fast-evolving global economy. Fourth, we are promoting green transition and climate-smart education. Kenya's universities must take the lead in embedding sustainability into teaching, research, and campus life generally. Climate change is not only an environmental challenge, it is a developmental one, touching health, food, and livelihoods. Alupe University's programs in agriculture and environmental science can and should play a vital role in driving innovation in renewable energy, waste management, and climate-resilient farming. Through such research, universities will help secure a sustainable future for generations to come. Madam Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government remains committed to equity, inclusion, and regional balance in higher education. We continue to expand access through scholarships, affirmative action, and the establishment of universities across all regions. Education must remain the great equalizer, ensuring that no Kenyan is left behind because of geography, gender, or economic background. Alupe University has been instrumental in widening access to higher education in this region and indeed the whole country. In addition, we are strengthening research, innovation, and university industry linkages. The government is channeling more resources into applied research through the National Research Fund and partnerships with the private sector. We are encouraging universities to pursue projects that directly address local challenges in food security, in health, water, and renewable energy. Institutions must also build stronger linkages with industry and county governments to translate research into usable, impactful solutions that address your local realities. Madam Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as government, we are also implementing comprehensive financial and governance reforms to enhance sustainability. All the universities are now implementing the student-centered funding model, which ensures that government support is allocated fairly based on students' level of need, balancing scholarships, loans, and fees. And as you're aware, the student fees was reduced. Universities are further encouraged to diversify their income through consultancy, research, commercialization, and alumni engagement. Sound governance and accountability remain the cornerstone of public trust in our institutions. Beyond our borders, we are promoting internationalization and regional collaboration. Kenya is increasingly becoming an education hub for East and Central Africa. We are aligning our academic programs with international standards, promoting mobility through the East African higher education area, and encouraging joint research across institutions. This enhances not only academic excellence, but also cross-cultural understanding and innovation. Finally, we are prioritizing youth employability, entrepreneurship, and innovative culture. Universities must produce graduates who are job creators, not only job seekers. Through programs such as Ajira Digital, the government is connecting youth to digital work opportunities, both locally and globally. And as you step out of here, I encourage you to log onto the National Employment Authority website for jobs in Kenya and abroad. We continue to promote entrepreneurship, education, startup incubation, and mentorship programs within universities to equip our graduates with the tools to thrive in a competitive world. In a nutshell, our government's agenda for higher education is clear: to build a system that is relevant, resilient, and responsive to the aspirations of a changing nation. And as I draw to a close, I urge all of us to look ahead. I urge Alupe University to continue strengthening partnerships with government agencies, research institutions, the private sector, and county governments. Together, we can enhance research capacity, improve institutional governance, and expand opportunities for our young people. Towards this end, I want us to take a moment to appreciate our parents. They are our greatest partners. And today, we are celebrating new graduates because of the sacrifices of our parents. Can we give them a round of applause? Many have suspended luxuries to make sure that you have a sound education. My dear graduates, this is your moment. You are the torchbearers of a new Kenya. Be leaders who serve, innovators who create, and citizens who care. The future belongs to those who combine knowledge with empathy, technology, and humanity, and ambition with integrity. Let your work be your legacy, and let the Alupe spirit guide you, a spirit of excellence, discipline, and public service. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the University Council, the Senate, the Vice Chancellor, faculty, staff, and students for tremendous progress that Alupe University has witnessed in the few years that it has been teaching, undertaking research as well as community service. And I must tell you that 3 weeks ago, I accompanied His Excellency, our President, on a visit to this university. That was the time when there were strikes in a few universities. And I really want to congratulate Alupe University because the students were seated, studying calmly, and the staff were on ground to assist you. Let us give Alupe University a round of applause. This university is unique because what I witnessed was a culture of pragmatism, optimism, resilience, and for sure, the positive energy spirit was clearly palpable. Alupe University, this is the way to go. We shall be watching to see your profile rising and rising in Kenya and globally. And finally, to you, the graduating class of 2025, congratulations and well done. If you feel like you succeeded, give yourself a round of applause. You have made your families proud. You have made your university proud. You have made your country proud. As you step into the world, may your path be bright, your dreams vast, and your impact lasting. I will be looking forward to read your impact stories because I know you're going to make a big difference in this country. Are you ready to take that challenge? Are you ready? Say it like you believe it. Are you ready? Congratulations. God bless you. Go out and shine.
It's now my distinct honor to invite the Chancellor of Alupe University to come and address the congregation. Vice Chancellor. The Chancellor, please.
Our chief guest. Oh. Thank you very much. Our chief guest, the CS, Ministry of Education, represented by our PS, Higher Education, Dr. Beatrice Inyagala, chairs of council present here, and members of Alupe University Council, other representatives from other universities of council, we have Vice Chancellor, our Vice Chancellor, and we have many Vice Chancellors and representatives of Vice Chancellors. We have Busia County represented. We had our senator speak to us, and we have very many deputy vice chancellors here. We have other academic staff, CEOs, and I want to adopt to the protocol that we have at this time. And adding on to that, we have deans of schools, we have so many members of senior staff, the graduates, and our students, parents, stakeholders, everybody here. Good morning. It is with great honor and I'm full of joy to join you today to celebrate this significant milestone of Alupe University. This is the 4th graduation ceremony of Alupe University. And today, we witness the culmination of years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work by our graduates, as well as the unwavering support of families, the faculty, and indeed even the government. To our graduates, we'll start from there. Congratulations. Congratulations. As I like to say, not everybody is graduating. You see, not everybody is graduating, but you are graduating. Congratulations again. You have demonstrated resilience, discipline, and determination. You are now joining a growing community of Alupe University alumni who we can tell are making an impact across Kenya and beyond. I was learning from the Vice Chancellor earlier on. He was whispering to me that as they were settling down on who was going to be alumni, it was proving to be a challenge because those who had already left and graduated are working in places. And when they are asked to come, they say, my boss says, I can't let you go, you see? So that proves relevance. It proves usefulness at place of work. So be the person where your boss or your employer is not ready to part with you at short notice because they are not able to replace you. That's accommodation of Alupe graduates. Allow me to begin by expressing our deep appreciation to the government of the Republic of Kenya for its continued support to Alupe University and in general to higher education. Through the Ministry of Education, the government has provided invaluable funding for academic programs, research, and infrastructural expansion. We are proud to note that this support has aligned with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, or BETTER, which emphasizes empowering communities through skills, innovation, and entrepreneurship. By equipping our students with practical knowledge and competencies, Alupe University is directly contributing to this transformative vision. Looking at the infrastructural development at Alupe, in line with the government's commitment to expanding access to quality higher education, there have been several infrastructural projects initiated and completed at Alupe University in the recent years. For example, the current construction of modern lecture halls and tuition block just behind this tent will provide spaces for teaching and research. The student hostels have started to be constructed at Alupe University, and this will enhance the living and working conditions on campus. These projects, ladies and gentlemen, reflect our government's belief that investment in education infrastructure is an investment in the nation's future. When we look at the better agenda, ladies and gentlemen, it is not just a slogan. Consider that it is a philosophy that will bring about inclusive growth. At Alupe University, we have embraced the vision for that reason, aligning the programs, academic programs, and research priorities with the national development needs that we have. Our initiatives in agricultural innovation, health sciences, entrepreneurship, and environmental management aim to empower communities from the grassroots level. We continue to partner with county governments, local industries, community-based organizations to translate research into tangible benefits, creating jobs, improving livelihoods, and driving sustainable development. We are also nurturing innovation and startup culture among our students. Through our Innovation Hub and entrepreneurship training programs, we are preparing young people not just to seek employment, but to create it. We are calling on our graduates now. Dear graduates, as you step in the next chapter of your journey, remember that your degree is more than a personal achievement. It's an asset. It's a national asset for the country. You are the torchbearers, carrying knowledge, innovation, and integrity. Carry with you the values of excellence, service, and resilience that Alupe University has instilled in you. The country Kenya is counting on your creativity, your courage, and your commitment to drive development agenda in every sector you enter into. In conclusion, I wish to reaffirm Alupe University's commitment to academic excellence, to community service, and national development. And with the continued support of our government, our partners, and stakeholders, we are confident that Alupe University will continue to rise as a center of excellence in research, innovation, and human capital development. Once again, to our graduates, congratulations. Go out and make a difference. May God bless Alupe University, and may God bless Busia County, and may God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. We are moving on at this particular juncture. I would want to invite Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Student Affairs, Professor Margaret Orina, who will invite the deans of respective schools to present candidates for the award of diplomas and degrees. Professor Orina.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the following deans to present their graduates for the award and presentation of Alupe University Postgraduate Diploma in the following order. Dean, School of Education and Social Sciences, Dr. Wycliffe Osabwa.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of the following postgraduate diploma of Alupe University. Postgraduate diploma in education, credit, Akinyi, Okuku. Please remain standing until the Chancellor awards you the respective postgraduate diploma.
Madam Chancellor, may the graduates for the award of the respective postgraduate diploma of Alupe University please stand up for the award of the respective diploma by the Chancellor.
Having been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the University, Alupe University, I hereby award you the respective postgraduate diploma of Alupe University.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the following deans to present their graduates for the award and presentation of Alupe University diploma in the following order. Dean, School of Business. Dean, School of Education and Social Sciences.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following four candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Business, Economics and Human Resource Development and the Senate for the award of diplomas of Alupe University. Diploma in Hotel and Hospitality Management, credit, Auma, Masake, Munyasa. Diploma in Business Management, credit, Adungo. Please remain standing until the Chancellor awards to you the respective diplomas.
Having been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire Alupe University, I hereby award you the respective diploma of Alupe University.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 8 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of the following diploma of Alupe University. Diploma in Social Work, credit, Chepkurui, Imiriai, Ndalilo, Oduki, Osige, Samolo, Pass, Achieng, Onditi. Please remain standing until the Chancellor awards you the respective diploma.
We now invite the Chancellor to award the respective diplomas.
Having been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, I hereby award you the respective diploma of Alupe University.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the following deans to present their graduates for the conferment and presentation of Alupe University degrees in the following order. Dean, School of Business and Human Resource Development, Professor Annette Nangila Makoha. Dean, School of Science, Technology and Engineering, Dr. Dennis Magero. Dean, School of Health Sciences, Dr. William Okedi. And Dean, School of Education and Social Sciences, Dr. Wycliffe Osabwa.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 48 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Business, Economics and Human Resource Development and the Senate for the conferment of the following undergraduate degrees of Alupe University. Bachelor of Business Management, Accounting Option, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Awar Mkoya Odira. Bachelor of Business Management, Finance and Banking Option, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Kiprop, Masha, Mungania, Nyangao, Odiwar, Omadede, Simiyu, Wabwire. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Otieno. Bachelor of Business Management, Purchasing and Supply Chain Management Option, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Amojong, Echakara, Imaset, Kundu, Were. Bachelor of Business Management, Business Leadership and Management Option, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Linyonyi. Bachelor of Science, Communication and Public Relations, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Barasa, Kidiri, Gialo, Masharia, Mueni, Muimi, Muhebi, Munyobi, Mwangi, Namema, Ndambuki, Ndungu, Njugu, Olesayaton, Onyango, Oundo, Simiyu Elizabeth, Simiyu Namkosi, Wananda, Wangare, Wanjala, Watitwa, Wemosia. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Jepchumba, Muchama, Mwabwiria, Ocheng, Omanyala, Omwamba, Chandra. Please, with courtesy, I request the candidates to bow, sit, and wait for the conferment of the degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 17 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Science, Technology and Engineering and the Senate for the conferment of the following undergraduate degrees of Alupe University. Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Second Class Honors Upper Division, Mwawongo, Omela, Saiko. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Awelo, Kipkemoi, Lumbasi, Makori, Mulei, Njeri, Njoki, Wambulwa. Bachelor of Science, Applied Statistics and Computing. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Hamisi, Masla. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Atieno, Bilkis, Kirui, Onyango. Please, with courtesy, I request the candidates to bow, sit, and wait for the conferment of the degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 92 candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Health Sciences and the Senate for the conferment of the following undergraduate degrees of Alupe University. Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Sciences, Ambetsa, Andewa, Anyiko, Atei, Buluma, Cheruyot, Chepkrui, Chemgetich, Cherotich, Gichuki, Kala, Kakai, Kamama, Kiduyu, Kilonso, Korir, Koskei, Kubasu, Kialo, Likunda, Mangi, Masifwa, Murono, Nabwire, Ndamwe, Ngetich, Ngugi, Njagi, Nyambane, Nyamboki, Otieno, Olo, Ochieng, Onderi, Ondiek Sharon, Onzongo Mark, Otieno, Otieno Valerie, Owino, Owor, Seje, Sigei, Suleiman, Teituk, Vaati, Wanjiku, Wanzala, Waruga. Bachelor of Science, Medical Psychology, Amunga, Cherop, Cheruto, Chepchirchir, Keitany, Makuto, Muhutsu, Mwagandi, Nyongesa, Shamahi, Situma, Wahome, Wanzala, Wanyama. Bachelor of Science, Physical Therapy, Akinyi, Auma, Cheminingwa, Chumbwa, Godanza, Likunda, Mangi, Bachelor of Physical Therapy, Akinyi, Auma, Chemingwa, Chumba, Godanza, what happened to that? Bachelor of Science, Physical Therapy, Akinyi, Auma, Chemingwa, Chumba, Godanza, Iseren, Kavala, Kemboi, Kemunto, Kendi, Haindi, Kimutai, Kinyanjui, Koech, Limo, Luganje, Lusiki, Makau, Mulongo, Mumuyonga, Mutisia, Mutua, Ndemo, Njeri, Nyakundi, Oduor, Ondoko, Otieno, Wabomba, Wafula. Please, with courtesy, I request the candidates to bow, sit and wait for the conferment of the degrees by the Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, in the 2024-2025 academic year, the following 268 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and Social Sciences and the Senate for the conferment of the following undergraduate degrees of Alupe University. Bachelor of Education, Arts, First Class Honors, Juma N. Masi, Kavili Mudina Veronica, Opio Aya Robert. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Adhiambo, Ahonya, Amalemba, Ampani, Barasa Virginia, Barasa Wafula, Bayai, Chelangat, Cherono, Chirchir, Choge, Diallo, Emoit, Jamwaka, Juma Naliaka, Juma Peter, Kanda, Khisa, Kipkemboi, Kiplagat, Kiprono, Kiveu, Koech, Lumasai, Makoha, Masika, Mekubo, Mosomi, Muleka, Murkomen, Mutsami, Mwenda, Mwenengo, Nabibia, Nagwea, Namusia, Natiba, Nyabochoa, Nyaboke, Ochieng, Odera, Odhiambo, Olo, Olum, Omar, Omayo, Ombuya, Ongachi, Opiti, Osango, Otieno, Ougo, Owino, Pukorkor, Shiundu, Siberenge, Simiu, Wafula, Wafula Seki, Wamalicha, Wanjala, Wanyunyi. Second class honors lower division. Binyanya, Buchichi, Chebet, Cherotich, Demesi, Cheplentin, Juma, Theophilus, Cafe, Kandie, Hakasa, Kibet, Kibowen, Kiplangat Kirui, Kiplangat Mutai, Kiprono, Kiprol Dias, Kiprop Dias, Kiprop Isaac, Kiprop Kaitani, Koech, Kurui, Laikong, Migiro, Mugeni, Muka, Mukopi, Mulongo, Murangiri, Mwangi, Njambi, Mwangi Kuria, Muisuga, Nafula, Nandasaba, Naomi, Natembea, Ndege, Netia, Ngumbao, Obae, Ochieng, Oduma, Ogega, Okoth, Ombui, Omwitaha, Omoyo, Onyango, Ouma, Owor, Seri, Simiu, Tumaini, Wafula, Wanjala Muhevi, Wanjala Nariaka Sharon, Wanjala Sifuna Levin, Wanyonyi, Pass, Mwangi, Bachelor of Education Science, First Class Honors, Ouma Colin Sokot, Simiyu Nafula Milka, Wanyonyi S. Arnold. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Abuti, Alima, Anyango, Chebet, Chelangat, Chepkemoi, Chepkurui, Cherono, Cheruyot, Etiang, Khayanga, Kibor, Kimurgor, Kimtai, Kipkorir, Kiprotich, Kiriakgo, Kivoto, Lianda, Lotukei, Marango, Morara, Nahason, Nahumicha, Ndemo, Nyaboke, Nyongesa, Ochoki, Olo, Omuto, Onyego, Oroni, Otieno Bernard, Ouma, Samini, Shayo, Trikoi, Wamukoya, Wekesa. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Akaka, Akala, Apondi, Bangi, Barasa Moses, Barasa Philip, Chemowo, Chepchirchir, Chepteek, Cherotich, Etiang Lydia, Imade, Jepto, Joseph, Kago, Keriako, Kimtai, Kipchirchir, Kipkurui Bravin, Kipkurui Cosmas, Kipkorir, Kiprono Chepkwoni, Kiprop Brian, Kiprop Emmanuel, Kipsang, Kipsiro, Kipiegon, Kosgei Kimutai, Kosgei Kipkoech, Kuborom, Lekichep, Lumbasi, Marigi, Mbae, Mnanga, Mugaisi, Mugari, Mukoya, Mnoko, Musioka, Mutai, Namaka, Ngeno, Nyangoto, Odhiambo, Odiwor, Odoyo, Ogutu, Ombati, Omito, Onyango, Otieno Faim, Oyagi, Oyugi, Sakwa, Shida, Simiu, Vastin, Wafula Sara, Wamaidha, Wamarua, Wambare, Wanga, Wanjala, Nafuna, Wanyunyi. Bachelor of Arts, Community Development, First Class Honors, Oronda Naomi Evelyn. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Kutanyi, Mbone, Mugambi, Muresia, Ngere, Ontuga, Simiu, Tuane, Wekesa Rehema, Winjila. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Chesoni, Cheyewa, Eshitera, Makoha, Marango, Wafura, Wagaka. Bachelor of Arts Counseling Psychology, Second Class Honors Upper Division, Areba, Ekutu, Jebet, Jepkemboi, Marakaru, Mbula, Mutete, Mutuku, Muita, Navibia, Ngeresa, Nyongesa, Wangoi, Yvonne, second class honors lower division. Akelo, Jepkemboi, Kandie, Koech, Mtende, Onyango. Please, with courtesy, I request the candidates to bow, sit, and wait for the conferment of the degrees by the Chancellor.
May all the graduates for the award of the respective undergraduate degrees of Alupe University please stand up.
The students, they'll stay. They'll continue. I admit the persons named to the respective bachelor's degrees of Alupe University, for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Administration Police Band. Thank you, Administration Police Band.
Thank you. Thank you, graduates. Thank you for your excitement. Thank you very much. I want to allow you to be even more excited. So give me a minute, then I allow you to be excited. We are going to have what is called 1 minute of Chancellor's dance. And here is how it's going to work. You will face your parents, you will bow, and then you will dance. Let's do that. Let's do it.
DJ.
Up with the weights, I work. Down with the pack, I roll. Up with the sack, and you know that I deserve it. Half and half when we split the purse. Yeah, the preacher man said, please remember that your savior's on the way. I still remember when the teacher man said, I wouldn't make it, but I made it anyway.
I remember saying, wasn't easy. Right now, everything is amazing. Steady talking them local. Them a taking my photo. I remember that they telling me no. Right now, everything is local. Steady talking them local. Them a taking my photo.
I put the label in full effect. I keep the prayers in motion and they're pulling back. I was boxed in, all the boxes that I couldn't check. And God came through for me, would you look at that? I'm building a legacy out of hobby. I never chased a dream, I designed it. Big Crit, you had an echo in the lobby. Before I was broke as hell when they found me. Hell is when they found me.
Shouting love, declaring. Believers anthem. Come on, let's go. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. generation will then call for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am, I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor, for I know who I am. I'm walking in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor, for I know who I am. Hallelujah.
Tosha DJ. Tosha DJ. Tosha. That's enough, and thank you so much for dancing for our parents, the Chancellor's dance. Please settle down. Alupe University 2025 class. Thank you. We celebrate you. I want to invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Research, and Students Affairs, who will invite the Vice Chancellor to dissolve the congregation. Then we'll have our Alupe anthem play, then the national anthem, the East African anthem, and we'll have now the procession leaving. Sorry. So we'll have a Alupe anthem play, then the national anthem. Will not have the East African anthem play. And after that, we'll have to wait until after we've had our prayer. I think the prayer will come first before the anthems play. Once they've dissolved the congregation, we'll invite still Bishop Okude to close this ceremony with a word of prayer, followed by the university anthem, then the national anthem, and then you remain standing as the procession recedes back. So all students remain standing until you get further instructions, until the guests at the dais exit this particular venue. We'll make some announcements. The guests, there's something for us to have, so don't go away. There's lunch for our guests, but not for the students. So thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the Vice Chancellor, Alupe University, to dissolve this congregation.
One announcement to our graduates. We will be putting out a notice on the website to tell you when each school can come for their certificates, and the certificates will be ready from the 10th of December. They will be ready. Madam Chancellor, by virtue of the authority conferred on me by Statute 31 of the Alupe University Statutes, I declare this fourth congregation dissolved.
The system, okay, it's back now. May we stand again? May we stand as we do our last prayer. Before I say this prayer, I want to thank God that has worked with us, and especially this institution, and also as a part of the member of this community, and also a head of the church in this land here. Allow me to announce that I want to thank you for inviting me for these prayers for all since it was begun, and allow that I'm doing my last prayer in this university today because I'm also proceeding for my retirement. So I want to thank you so much for working with them, with me, especially me. And may God bless you as you continue, as you proceed in this institution. May the Lord always carry you and bless you abundantly. Thank you so much. Na tuombe. Mungu wetu na Baba wetu, tunasema ni asante kwa kibali ambacho umetupa. Haya mazuri yote yamegharimu mkono wako na uwepo wako. Endelea Bwana sasa kubariki watoto wetu ambao wametengwa siku ya leo. Waendapo Bwana duniani, enda pamoja nao. Changamoto za dunia uwasaidie kuepukana nazo. Kwa sababu dunia hii ina matamu na mazuri sana ya kuvutia macho, hata Bwana mawazo yao. Bwana wakinge na mazuri yale, ili Bwana kila mmoja awe na hatua za kukupendeza kama Mungu, na atatembea katika hatua hizo kimwongoza. Bariki wazazi walifika mahali hapa, bariki marafiki wote, na bariki sasa Bwana university hii mzima ya Alupe, Bwana mikononi mwako. Ndugu zetu mahadhiri wote walifika mahali hapa katika vitengo vyao na ngazi zao, Bwana wabariki. Kila mmoja anapoondoka aende salamu katika mkono wako na watangulie. Viongozi wetu wa kisiasa, viongozi wetu wa utawala, viongozi wa kidini, Bwana wote mikononi mwako. Baba sasa watoto wetu na jamii yao wanapoondoka, mkono wako watangulie, enda pamoja nao na bariki katika jina lako, kwa jina la Mungu Baba na Mungu Mwana na Mungu Roho Mtakatifu. Endeni na amani ya Mungu, na Bwana awatendeni mema. Amina.
Administration Police Service Band. Thank you, Administration Police Service Band. The Police Service Band will lead the recess as we have the procession going back and exiting the Chancellor's Pavilion. So they live in this order. We'll have the band, then the mace bearer, followed by the chancellor, the principal secretary, chair of council, and council members, the vice chancellor, the registrar, deans of schools, directors, chairpersons and CEOs present, deputy vice chancellors. We have members of Senate, academic staff, then we'll have students representative and alumni following. Let the band get ahead. The mace bearer. The ushers, please, we have guests at the podium who are not moving with the academic procession. Please, ushers, come to the podium and lead our guests to respective places for their lunch.
To the tent behind.
Yeah, go with it. I'm taking care of you.
Our graduates, you now have a chance. You can leave at your own pleasure. You can meet your parents. And I wish you well, safe travels, and you're moving with the brand of Alupe University. I wish you well. Thank you, and thank you very much. DJ. Sero Secondary School give us a number to entertain our graduates. Karibuni Sero Secondary.
barasa teni ba. Lolo ela karasi tumaka nuka turfosa teni ba. Lolo ela masi tumaka nuka magureti ba lolo ba. Kanuka kisisa teni ba.
Haya. Asante. Asante. Tukimaliza maliza. Asante. Wageni wetu
sana, asanteni sana.
Wageni wetu wako karibu kuwasili.
Mwala, umesikiaje vile umeruka?
Aise. Kuna kachai nimekunywa. Kameishia hapa.
Wapi? Umeruka mpaka kakaisha.
We. Asante. Hapana. We asante.
We. Next on stage Mwala.
Yes.
The Alupe University. Hao sasa nao sasa
usifikiri ati ni butterflies wanaingia.
Kama weka sasa, ngoja uone hii.
Ni style, ni fashion. Very good. Vijana wetu hao ni vijana wetu wanataka pia kutuburudisha.
Wakitoka Joy standby.
They want to entertain us.
Wakitoka Joy standby. Wewe ndio next.
Ati Joy.
Okay. Joy. Haya. We are ready when you are ready.
They are always ready.
Twende mbio mbio. Haya.
Wakijiandaa pale. Talanta pia ni muhimu. Haya, makofi makubwa, makofi mingi mingi mingi. Charaza makofi mingi mingi tukiwashukuru kwa dansi hiyo safi. Thank you, thank you.
Ni burudani la kata na shoka, manake leo ni siku ya furaha na kila moja na furaha. Familia zilizofika tunasema asante sana, manake mmekuja kushuhudia. Sasa mwala tunamkaribisha anaitwa